Bam! A fresh Bitcoin new all-time high in this weekend. What to expect for this week? I have a big surprise for all of you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are on this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, I have 3 epic news items, I have 4 epic charts, 1 inspirational quote, and I'm gonna start with a small surprise for all those naysayers and for all those people against Bitcoin and for all those fiat people. I have a very small gift for you. Here it comes, especially for you in gold. Bam! That's what it is, the middle finger in gold. You should jump onto the Bitcoin rocket to the moon. Pop. In this news, a huge wall has fallen, the biggest wall has fallen. China is now allowing their people to own and trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So yes, the Chinese wall against Bitcoin has fallen. Chinese people, Chinese citizens are now allowed to use and to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Big step, because there is like a huge amount of Chinese people living in China that now also are getting access to Bitcoin. Very epic first news item. Let's now jump into the second one. The second news item comes from the other side of the world, the UK. The UK just announced they are going to remove their ban on Bitcoin spot ETFs. So the UK, the 6th largest economy of the world, is removing their ban on Bitcoin spot ETFs. This is going to drive a shitload of demand from the UK now, from all the institutional investors in the UK, also the normal people in the UK that want to buy Bitcoin in a different way through a spot ETF. Just like the United States people are buying through BlackRock, now the UK people will start to buy through, for example, the new companies in the UK that will be allowed to launch a Bitcoin spot ETF. All of the world is adopting to Bitcoin. And why? Because Bitcoin will in the future not only be the gold of the 21st century, it will become the world reserve currency of the 21st century. It will be the most important asset in all of our lives. And we can feel it in the air because all over the world, everyone is talking about Bitcoin. Everyone wants to own it. If it's a kingdom, if it's a country, if it's a pension fund, if it's a huge institutional large corporation, all of them, everyone wants to hold Bitcoin. You make sure you hodl 1 Bitcoin as well. Then you will be a millionaire in 8 years time, because then 1 Bitcoin will at least be $1 million per Bitcoin. Yes, I said 8 years time, 2 more bull cycles to reach $1 million per Bitcoin. Now, third news item, guys, is that the huge corporation Samsung, you know, Samsung telephone, Samsung laundry, everything is Samsung, huge company. They now announced that they are going to integrate Bitcoin into their products, and by that reach 75 million customers with their Bitcoin service. So everyone that will have a Samsung phone will be able to start using Bitcoin in some kind of way. They didn't announce exactly how they're going to do it, but they did announce they are going to integrate Bitcoin into their Samsung products. And if they're selling their products with Bitcoin or integrating a Bitcoin wallet in their Samsung products, I don't know. Nobody knows yet. But that they announced that they are going to say yes to Bitcoin big time all over the world. 75 million users. That is a huge step again for another telephone company aside of Apple that already announced that last week, guys. Do you see what is happening? Everyone is turning to Bitcoin, and for the right reasons. This is gonna be the goal of the 21st century, the best store of value. It is gonna be also the money of the 21st century, as you will be able to use it to pay your bills, to pay whatever you need to pay. And it's also the best decentralized world reserve currency we ever have known as humanity. So believe me, you should jump into this Bitcoin rocket now, please. And I don't say that you need to go all in now, because we're nearing the top. I'm going to talk about that during the charts, so it's not like all in now, but I'm going to warn you that it won't take long before you need to get in, so you need to start to prepare. And you can start to prepare by subscribing to this channel, by hitting that notification bell so you will be notified when to sell, when to buy. Let's jump into the charts to show you what I see and expect for this week again. I was right last week, I told you, all-time high in the weekend. It happened. Let's see what I see for this week. Bam! The first chart for today, guys, is this 4-hour chart. Look, amazing above that resistance level there that we had at 121K. 4-hour candles closing above that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles already above it. Bollinger Band is pretty wide, so yeah, the bottom would be 119,000. That's a huge support on the weekly. The top would be at 124,000 again. Of course, we have that all-time high there of 125,850, which is amazing. Let's see where we take it this week. There is not a lot of resistance above it, as we haven't had any previous candles around this area. Is there selling pressure? There's always selling pressure. That selling pressure is mostly around the round number. So 125, 130. There I expect some selling pressure, people taking profit, maybe to make a retest on the weekly later. On the weekly, we can see, guys, that candle that broke out is a very important candle, guys. That is one of the candles that was, in my opinion, one of the most important ones this bull market now, because look, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of resistance. Couldn't break that 119K level with a weekly candle. We bounced back down. We came up again down, and then again up, and now we broke it. This candle should, in my opinion, try to close around 130K, and then even we can expect a pullback to 120K before we see a continuation, or we need to get really, really bullish from here, and we go into this explosive move the next 1.5 to 2 months. And we can see that in the bottom also there, that MACD is slowly starting to turn green. So if this week is a bullish week, then the next week will become a green marker, and very interesting to see how that will play out, guys. RSI is still at a nice level, not too high. We can still expect a little bit more upward movement. So very amazing charts. Now I have a few more amazing charts for you over here. I'm going to keep it short but simple today, guys, because I don't want to make it too difficult to understand. Let's see. Look, it's very simple. After the halving, 36.97% after that, this bull market was already done there. Now the 2016 one, the most of you started, 36.97% after the halving. That was just before the top, like just before the top. 1, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 1 month, before that top. In 2020 bull market, same. It was just before the top when we reached the 36.97%. This is my warning. We are just before the top. It's going to take another couple of weeks, month, 2 months, maximum, in my opinion, that we will see a bull market top. We will see euphoria climbing to 130, 140, and this area you should already be taking profit. Your dollar cost average out, you sell a little bit at 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 160, whatever we can reach. Your trading portfolio, you should be taking profits. Why? Because you were listening to me here. You were buying around 16 to 20,000 US dollar. This is times 6 now buying almost. So that's a huge profit from 2022, 23, all the way to now 25. That's in the last 2-3 years, like 600% profit. That's a big profit, guys. Okay? Then we have this chart also showing you, yes, we are very, very close towards that end of that bull market. Normally, the top was reached there. This was the orange top and that green top. Look, in this area, the top was reached. This is the last days to reach that top. I believe we will reach a top in this year. And I see a lot of influencers calling a top in January or February 2026. I am not one of those. For me, the top will happen in the next 1 to 2 months, maximum 2 months. But I really think beginning of December, the top has already been gone. Mostly before like the 5th or 6th or 7th of December, we already saw the top and the market starts to pull back, bounce up one more time, and then go into a bear market. So very exciting next 6 weeks, in my opinion, maybe 8 weeks. Okay? Very simple. The moment I see the indicators calling a top, I will be completely honest on this channel and tell you, I see the top. The indicators are telling me the top is in, I'm going to exit. Yes, we could go higher and higher, but the indicators tell me when to buy at that bottom, when to sell near the top. That's the only thing I'm doing already now for a couple of cycles, buying near the bottom, selling near the top. And I'm talking about my trading portfolio. Please understand that our pension fund, our long-term store of value is also Bitcoin. That's our pension. That's what I never touch. I just keep adding sets to it. So if I make $100, like $60 goes to long-term storage, $40 goes to trading. $60 to long-term storage, $40 to trading. All in Bitcoin, no fiat shitcoins. Of course, I have some USDT, USDC, stablecoins as well, but that's more to have my algorithms trading for me and making me around the 40% a year, guys. Now, this chart makes it even more clear how close we are to the top. I found this chart somewhere on Twitter. I don't find the creator of it, but thank you for creating this beautiful chart. This chart shows you indeed that normally the tops are in this area, and we are already in that area. It's like another 50 days to 60 days before we get to that top area, guys. So it's exciting times, these next 2 months, but in these next 2 months, we will see an all-time high, and we will see also the start of the bear market. And when that start is there, I again will call it out on this YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. You hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I make that video that you should be exiting this market with your trading portfolio, guys. Short but powerful, and that were all the charts for today. I don't need to share anything else. I'm just giving you a big heads up, a big warning. We are closing in, I'm zooming in now, closing in on that ultimate bull market top of this bull market cycle, 4-year cycle. After that, we get 12 months of bear market, 12 months of depressive and all that emotions that are negative. Those 12 months, I will be on the beach sitting and zipping my fresh juices and enjoying that bear market because I am there to buy back that bear market bottom. And that will make me a shitload happy. Why? Because I will be able to buy a shitload more Bitcoins back than I sold at the top now. You sell around the top, you buy back near the bottom, you multiply your Bitcoin for the next bull market, bam. That's how you play that game. Now, let's jump into the next part. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those charts. Yes, beautiful, 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 beautiful Monday with an all-time high in the weekend, 125,700. We're now hovering around 124,000, which is an amazing support level. We closed that weekly candle above that resistance line. That was like many weeks of resistance. And now we broke that resistance. We are opening a new candle, which will close in 6 days. We could go higher and then retest that resistance now as support line. That's also maybe on the shorter time frames. We will see a retest of that resistance line, 119K, and then again bounce up higher to 130, 140, 150, 160 in the bull market top in a couple of weeks, months, who knows. But I will tell you, when I see the indicators flashing, I will tell you, you should be getting out. If you want to be notified, you need to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified, guys. Amazing week ahead. Now let's jump into the last part of the video, the inspirational quote. Bam. The inspirational quote for today, guys. A lot of people are always talking about challenges. There's so many challenges in my life. It's so hard. It's so difficult. Now, challenges are exactly what makes life an adventure. And overcoming those challenges is what makes life very meaningful. So those challenges are just part of that road to that goal that you want to achieve. And yes, they shouldn't be easy, because if they are easy, you are not learning anything on that path you're walking. So yes, challenges are part of that route that you're taking. And if you decide to change life completely, believe me, there will be a shitload of challenges. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to make your life meaningful at the end as you're going to overcome all those challenges. Nothing is impossible in this life. Whatever you think that is impossible, they taught you, they brainwashed you in the schools by reading certain books and philosophies, etc. That's all a lie. Everything is possible. You should just start to believe that it's possible and then start to focus on reaching your goals step by step, overcoming all those challenges. And by overcoming all those challenges, at the end, you will see that life will become meaningful as you're starting to do what makes you happy. And if it makes you happy, it makes the people around you happy, and maybe even a bigger circle around you happy, and shows those people the possibilities aside of running the hamster wheel. That is exactly the mindset that you need if you want to step into this new life, out of the hamster wheel into a freedom life. And Bitcoin is a very big part of that. That's why we are called the Bitcoin family, as we are using that Bitcoin tool already for now 10 years, unbanked, all over the world, with a family with 3 daughters and a dog. I said dog, very sweet. And yes, unbanked is possible. It was a huge challenge. We had a lot of challenges along the way, but we overcame those challenges, and by now we found the meaning of life. Living life to the fullest, while the capital is working for you, helping others, giving donations, doing support to people, whatever it is. We found some bigger goal than running that hamster wheel, guys. Can we do better? Maybe, let's see. But first, step by step. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about that inspirational quote now at the end? Let me know down below. I wish you an amazing Monday, an amazing week, and hopefully see you tomorrow again. If not, I will see you on Wednesday. Bam!